Now, 2 News Oklahoma Sports.
Welcome into sports, everybody. Bit of breaking news off the top here as Brent Venables needs a new offensive coordinator. Jeff Lebby accepting the head coaching position at Mississippi State today. It's a 5-year deal. Lebby, an OU alum, called plays the last 2 seasons for the Sooners. This year's squad, 3rd in the nation in scoring, 43 points per game, 4th in total offense, 502 yards per game. Before joining Brent Venables' staff, he was the OC at Ole Miss, so Lebby knows the state of Mississippi and the SEC. Mississippi State making the announcement about 25 minutes ago, calling Lebby, quote, an offensive mastermind. Expect another former Sooner, Seth Luttrell from Muskogee, was the head coach at North Texas, to get a serious look to replace Lebby.
Hey, stay here in Arlington, boys! Cowboys. Big shit, baby!
Obviously, Texas is playing at a very high level right now. They're not an easy team to play, but I like my team.
And Mike Gundy has reason to like his team. The same squad that was embarrassed by South Alabama just a couple months ago, now heading to Arlington to face Texas for a Big 12 championship. As expected, the Pokes a big underdog in that matchup with the Longhorns. Early Vegas line, Texas favored by 13. Of course, that is nothing new for Gundy and this squad this season. OSU, a straight-up winner as an underdog 4 times this year. As Dan Lindblad tells us, this team welcomes the doubters.
Well, what do we have here? OSU playing for a Big 12 championship next weekend against Texas, a spot not many thought the Pokes would be in some 71 days ago, when on this field they lost 33-7 to South Alabama, capping what was a lackluster showing in the non-conference. OSU then went on to open Big 12 conference play with a loss to Iowa State on the road. That was the first game Ollie Gordon announced starting running back. Alan Bowman announced starting quarterback. And really, ever since that time, OSU developed the underdog mentality, saying that teams aren't expecting us to be at the top of the conference come season's end. And that mentality, that fight, showed up big on Saturday as OSU beat BYU in double overtime 40-34 and sends the Pokes to Arlington, a place nobody thought they'd be.
Just think where we were at the end of September. It's amazing what a group of young men and a team can accomplish if they're willing to ignore the outside circumstances, go to work and grind. Just put your head down and grind. What odds would you have given us?
I'm not into betting, but I wouldn't have bet $1.
We're not even betting money. Just give me an odd. What odds would you?
1,000 to 1.
Thank you. I would have given you 5,000 to 1.
The less people believe in us, or the underdog mentality that we have, the better that we play. We play with a fire. When we come together as one is obviously when we play at a high level, and I think to come together as one is when people don't believe in you.
I feel the biggest thing that we changed from last year to this year, or from the beginning of the season, is our relationship with each other, offense and defense and special teams. Just to be able to call those guys on offense your true brothers, and I know they'll go to war for me and I'll go to war for them.
The underdog mentality not done yet. They're going to go down to that Big 12 championship game, not play for any consolation prizes. They want to go down there and try to win one for the Big 12 teams that are sticking around post Texas and OU exodus. And we'll just have to see if that underdog has one more fight in him. From Stillwater and Boo Pickett Stadium, Dan Lindblad, 2 News Oklahoma Sports.
Dan, thank you very much. Lots of orange on this screen, huh? Cowboys, Longhorns, Saturday in Arlington, the 11 a.m. kick. OSU, lots of success against Texas of late, 9-4 since 2010. So, no championship game for the Sooners, and that means OU's time in the Big 12 has officially come to an end. A 69-45 defeat of TCU, the final victory Friday. After a losing season in Brent Venables' debut, 10 wins is a huge improvement, but, they were so close. Just a play or two away in those losses to Kansas and OSU. Does Venables lament that 2-week stretch?
No, I don't live like that. And we get what we've earned, and what's done is done. You learn from it. And I'll use this moment, this season, and those moments, and to teach. We already have. To teach and learn. This is what the game punishes you for, and this is what the game honors you for. And all of us will all learn through that.
We'll find out 1 week from today, most likely bowl game for the Sooners, or the Alamo against Arizona or maybe Oregon State. All right, latest AP Top 25. Cowboys up 2 spots to number 19. Sooners up 1 spot to 12. Georgia, Michigan, Washington, Florida State all unbeaten. That's the top 4, followed by Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, and Alabama. TU football finishing the season on a high note. Chase Myers' 35-yard field goal giving the Golden Hurricane a 29-27 win over East Carolina. After Ben Kopinski recovered a fumble, true freshman walk-on Kirk Francis leading the game-winning drive and showing some incredible poise.
He really did, and just extended some plays, and whether he scrambled and slid or found some check downs and found the extra guys. And protection was good, but it did break down a little bit, and he was able to slide. He kept saying, "Hey, Coach, I just keep seeing some lanes I can slide through." And for a guy that hadn't played a lot, he does have good feel, and that was good to see. Those were some big plays.
Francis throwing for 297 yards, 2 touchdowns. Again, just a walk-on. This kid gives TU fans reason for hope. He was terrific in the final 3 games.